And turning to Northwest News, Oregon is moving on a bill that may have some folks in Washington envious. The Oregon House approved a bill to let counties authorize the use of dogs to hunt cougars. Voters banned the practice statewide in 1994, with opponents saying it's inhumane. The measure passed yesterday 40-19. The measure now goes to the Senate, where 3 previous efforts to change the ban have died. Some proponents call the bill a safety measure, especially in rural counties. Opponents say the measure is about hunting cougars for sport. Using dogs to treat cougars is considered the most reliable way to bag them. Individual counties could opt out of the ban if the commissioners put it on the ballot or if residents undertake an initiative. Ever since Central Washington Hospital banned smoking on its Wenatchee campus in February, smokers have made their way to a sidewalk to light up. Residents of the Fuller Street neighborhood say now they have to put up with cigarette butts and the sight of people in scrubs and other hospital workers and visitors smoking near their homes. A spokeswoman for the hospital said the hospital is reluctant to set up a designated smoking area because that would send a mixed message. She hopes a consultant can figure out a way to find a good solution to the problem. A hospital in Seattle faced a different kind of challenge recently. Here with the story is the Associated Press.
Seattle police are investigating reports that a fake nurse may have obtained narcotic pain medication from several patients' rooms at a local medical center.
Dilaudid or morphine or fentanyl.
It sounded like that took some planning, and it sounds really odd.
Investigators say staff at the Swedish Medical Center report one patient saw the woman in his room manipulating his pain medication machine. The man's real nurse later found his pain medication dripping on the floor. The line connected to his body apparently had been cut. A similar incident left a patient's connecting line dripping blood on the floor. Police say the fake nurse wanted the medication for herself.
And either drinking the meds or putting it into a container that, filling a container that she's taking with her.
Investigators say the woman appeared to have had enough medical knowledge to interact with relatives of at least one patient. About 2 feet of tubing may have been taken and possibly some pain medication taken from the tubes. The hospital says no patients were harmed. Clinical and security staff are investigating the reports. Rita Foley, The Associated Press.
Wow, that person just made it a little harder for nurses to do their job. The city of Seattle pays the salary of a man who works full-time as the leader of the police union. The Seattle Times reports no other city employee union leader receives a full-time city salary. Sergeant Rich O'Neill receives $125,000 a year in salary and benefits as president of the Seattle Police Officers Guild, which represents 1,250 officers. He gets paid $100 per officer. They have been working without a contract since 2010, and negotiations on a new agreement are underway. O'Neill met with the councilman that heads the council's Public Safety Committee, and O'Neill was upset that his salary could be a sticking point in the contract negotiations. Usually when we report on an airplane landing with a problem, it's a disaster, but not this time. The Delta Airlines Boeing 757 from Atlanta landed safely early this morning at SeaTac Airport after reporting a problem with the wing flaps. Airline spokesman Michael Thomas says the crew followed procedures for an indicator warning related to the flap system and requested expedited landing by air traffic controllers. Delta Flight 2329 landed at 12:48 a.m. It had 184 passengers and a crew of 6 on board, but no injuries were reported. That's going to do it for us here at iFIBER 1 News. I want to thank you for watching, and we'll see you again tomorrow night.